Enphase Energy, ENPH ticker symbol today, 4.5%. So stock is pretty much in this range throughout this year. I mean, year to date, definitely it's down, but year to date at the same time, this is a daily chart I'm watching. It hasn't done anything, okay? And you can contribute it to the yields, okay? So I can definitely, let's do this. Let's put just to put on perspective, I'm gonna lay over a 10-year treasury over this chart. I'm gonna use TNX, and you can see on this purple chart right here is going to be, let's change it so you guys can see it a little bit better. So this is 10-year, okay? Every time 10-year, I mean, has been coming down right here. You guys can see Enphase taking off from its all-time highs. When 10 years started shooting up, you could see didn't like it, came back down. Same thing right here, and pretty much last year or so at least, okay, when yields went really high, these rate sensitive names, I mean entire real estate, okay, entire this sector or industry, however you want to call it, probably not a sector, it's an industry, has been struggling. So if I look at the overall heat map, I do follow solar names for sure. I have been trading these names way back, okay? I remember trading Enphase even at $20, $30. So these are big players now, right here, right now. If you take a look at Sunrun, SunPower, Solar Edge, Jinko Solar, Canadian Solar, I watch these First Solar. This is my list of solar names, and you guys can see heat map today. So the bigger the square, the bigger market capitalization. So you can see First Solar down and Enphase is up. So these two are the big players, okay? 17 billion, 16 billion. Relatively not a whole lot, right? And my background is I'm an electrical engineer, and I remember calculating like my research regarding like solar panels and stuff. It didn't make sense to have solar panels, or in general to generate any money from solar panels or solar energy. Our base calculation was oil above $100 and keeps pushing higher. At a higher oil price, it made complete sense, and it would pay off at a quicker pace than anytime oil below 100. Below oil being $100, when we did research, we would not consider anything solar because it was loser at that point. But it's again 10 years ago, okay? But back to the chart, very rate sensitive, okay? If yields shoot up, I'm expecting this name basically snap right back down to $100, below $100, maybe even go to 75. But if we just purely take a look at the chart, let me switch to maybe weekly chart so we can see, zoom in a little bit into like last a few months. And if we take a look at it like this in a weekly chart, you can see rally, pull back, rally, pull back, rally. But 140, this has been pivotal for this name as a resistance. So if you're bullish, I mean, that's the big level to watch as a possible breakout. Yes, it is making higher lows, but it's not making higher highs. This is all 52-week lows, higher lows, higher lows. It can definitely roll over, but it's forming this inverse flag. If you want to just zoom out a little bit, maybe you can draw it like this and say that, okay, this is an inverse flag. If it breaks out, it's flying all the way to 200. Possible, you can look at it like this, but I'm in the camp where I don't think yields are coming down anytime soon, and if anything, they can go higher, and if that happens, I mean, there's more trouble for this name before it gets better. But if interest rates drop, again, if interest rates drop at the end of the year, I mean, it will be for totally wrong reasons. Recession, right? Who will be spending? I mean, anybody who will spend money in these companies, anything solar, it's a discretionary spending. Okay, it's not a necessity. So less homes are being bought and sold, less money out there, and less profit for these guys and more struggle for these guys. So in my opinion, it is just in the middle of nowhere, and I would not try to pick a top here or bottom. If it breaks out, perfect, I'll place a breakout trade. But if it breaks down, I'll be happily placing puts. So, but right here, right now, this is the range, and this is what I'm watching basically between 140 and $100. Below $100, pretty bearish. Above 140, yeah, it can break out definitely. And they have earnings coming up actually April 23rd. So very, very soon they're going to report earnings, and that could be the catalyst for either side, bullish or bearish. But that's what I'm watching for Enphase Energy. That's the update. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.